What's going on, everyone? So we're moving to a different genre. We're moving to some rap and hip-hop, one of my favorite genres of all time. And here's one of my favorite artists of all time. Of course, we're talking about Eminem, Marshall Mathers, B-Rabbit, the white dude from 8 Mile, and Slim Shady. I've never heard this song before. Take the World With Me, featuring Pacewon and Bizarre. I don't know if this was a unreleased cut from the Slim Shady LP, but let's take a listen. Eminem's got many albums, from Infinite to Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem Show, Encore, Relapse, Recovery, Marshall Mathers LP 2, all the way up into Revival. Revival sucked. And then we had Kamikaze, which was great, and it's kind of moved into this new evolutionary period for M. And I know after his overdose in 2008, he kind of had to relearn rap, like how to rap, since he was always on drugs, popping pills, doing whatever when he was younger. He was always had that influence on his body, that substance abuse, which also, of course, affected the music. So we got these zany, absolutely just kind of crazy tracks. Of course, it wasn't all drug induced, but I know that drugs and alcohol obviously had a impact on it. Considering he's been sober for over 10 years, the music's gonna sound different, but he really focuses on his craft. You can hear it in his music now. It's really impressive. He puts words together better than almost anybody all time when it comes to the technicalities of rap. Just the intricacies of syllables and putting them together in interesting ways, interesting bars, wordplay, being clever. He's got some corny bars nowadays, but he can also rap his butt off, man. Slim Shady. So take the world with me. Yeah, let's have a listen. Let me know what you think down below. If you want to hear more hip hop on the channel, make sure to leave requests down below. Love rap. I'm more of like an underground guy though, and a lot of the new stuff I'm just not up with. So I'm definitely an old school head. Listening to dudes like Cool G Rap and Rakim and Redman and Eric Sermon, EPMD, and just all of those dudes. Kumo D, and then up to Eminem, D12, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, all those guys. So let's get to this.
Some outsider shit. I started
Outsiders, which was a short-lived group which Eminem was a part of.
hearing laughter in my head. Somebody laughing at me. Always laughing at me. I'm about to go crazy. So I started to set it on niggas. Nah, I mean? Pacewon! I'm high like Redman. Tripping with a tap.
Speaking of Redman, I'm high like Redman. Redman known for his proclivity for the marijuana.
I'm about to go crazy. So I started to set it on niggas. Nah, I mean? Pacewon! I'm high like Redman. Tripping with a tab of acid in my headband. About to lose my mind. The name's Pacewon, I'll kick that ass quickly. When I die, I'ma try to take the whole world with me.
Can we get a version of this hook on the Slim Shady
I
LP?
got plans to lock it down. Take it with me. Take it with me. Yeah. The whole world I be hitting you with rude shit. I be rolling like crews with new whips. Call it stupid, but I've mastered the fantastic ghetto bastard. Raw rap style to kick that ass with. Rough as Brillo, nympho, spreading like info. More than the Jacksons got kinfolk. Your crew.
Spreading like info, more than the Jacksons got kinfolk. Jackson 5, spreading like info. We're never going to get hip-hop like this again. It's kind of lightning in a bottle for those ears. Which is, I mean, a lot of art you could describe that way, but that beat and just, it's so menacing, it's dark, and you can really hear the rawness.
Ghetto bastard, raw rap style to kick that ass with. Rough as Brillo, nympho, spreading like info. More than the Jacksons got kinfolk. Your crew not strong, they stink like your mother feet when she walk in shoes with no socks on.
Your crew not strong, they sting like your mother's feet when she walks with no socks on.
Not strong, they stink like your mother feet. When she walk in shoes with no socks on, light as popcorn. Me, disciplining fresh MCs that you be scared to rock for. Who that? I'm low down and I'm shifty. When I die, I'ma try to take the whole world with me. Most MCs get slapped.
Sounds like something off the Slim Shady EP.
I'ma try to take the whole world with me. Yeah. Take Eminem, take it with me. Take it with us. Yeah. I'm in a soundproof booth without a roof. Drunk off 180 proof.
I'm in a soundproof booth without a roof. That's funny because on that recent feature with Fat Joe, he had a similar rhyme like that. He said like, I'm gonna be the ruthless villain, or when I'm in the booth, the only thing I don't have is a ceiling. You can call me the ruthless villain. So I always hear little things throughout his bars that come back.
Yeah, I'm in
just a coincidence.
Booth without a roof, drunk off 180 proof vodka with Dr. Roof. What? We in the vocal room inhaling magic markers, sitting in the dark, lighting our blunts with sparklers. We got my man Pacewon behind the boards, cause we tied the engineer out with output cords. Bizarre's in the lobby with the Beatles, smoking bowls, poking holes in his veins with dirty needles. We get all doped up from popping uppers and run the train on Foxy Brown without rubbers. Smoking homegrown drugs. Yeah. That's why you can barely tell what the fuck we're saying like Bone Thugs. Hitting blunts till my lungs get to it smoke. Then take one more short toke before I snort coke. Shit, I've been doing lines all day. What? My mind's all clay from smelling pine saw spray. What?
We're doing lines all day. My mind's all clay from doing pine saw spray. You can hear a bit of the Infinite flow here. It was like a transitionary period, I think, for M transitioning into Slim Shady, that darker persona, when he really just started saying whatever he wanted and bringing that shocking value to his music, which he didn't have before. And he started painting these horrorcore pictures, and a lot of that was the staple on Slim Shady LP. Of course, he tried to do like a very, very focused version of this serial killer horrorcore thing on Relapse, which a lot of people didn't like. And he took a lot of flack from, certain groups in the United States, around the world, which tried to censor him and he's destroying our kids and all of this stuff. But in his mind, he was doing the same thing that film directors, film writers, and filmmakers do. He was painting pictures, painting soundscapes of music in rhythm and poetry.
To it smoke, then take one more short toke before I snort coke.
Fiction.
Shit, I've been doing lines all day. What? My mind's all clay from smelling pine saw spray. What? No, hold up. Smoking lace weed wrapped up in a fruit roll up. My lungs are all swole up, about to bust open. I'm just hoping I don't die from snorting crust Motrin. I need drugs, somebody fix me. When I die, I'ma try to take the whole world with me. 12 blunts, plus I'm bringing your girl with me. When I die, I'ma try to take the whole world with me. I'm not coming back, so don't send no one to get me. When I die, I'ma try to take the whole world with me. Give me that. Fuck that. Give me all my shit free. When I die, I'ma try to take the whole world with me.
Rock MCs is a new sheriff in town. Put your guns down and die with an ill frown. The outsiders doing uppers and downers, clowners, even masters scared to hang around us. I'm a slob that don't have a job. Peek through your window to steal the good from your mom. We the starters, y'all niggas hit the bitches. Smacking my hoes and Joe Jackson, a feminist convention. Clouds of mushrooms I just can't see. Pull me out the bathroom about the OD. Nasty, dirty, some say I'm filthy. Every time I drop the rap, outs be like, brains too high, have no fear. Eat the pussy of a girl with burning chandelier. I'm ready to box soon to buggle ding ding. My crew's more stupid on wax than County from Lion King. Who's the big guy high off chocolate pie? If you disrespect me, you'll lyrically die. Somebody hide me, somebody get me. When I die, I take the whole world with me. I'm about to do your girl named Cindy. When I die, I take the whole world with me. The grandma said I give her good and plenty. When I die, I take the whole world with me. You know, my flow is so ill. MCs on the microphone, they get verbally killed.
All y'all niggas will get killed. Fucking with the dirty D. Pacewon up in this motherfucker. All motherfuckers better act like they know. You MC MC, I don't give a fuck where you from. Close to me or far from me. I'ma see your whack ass. Pacewon. Pacewon.
All right, so that's definitely a taste of what we were gonna get in the future with Eminem, Bizarre, and what transpired when they started hooking up to do Dirty Dozen. It's dark, it's menacing, the beat is simple, it's looped, and it's just looped for like the entire track, and that's what you get. And you can hear their voices are, younger. And Bizarre was already coming in with those really, really inappropriate bars and vulgarity and shock value, but it's the type of rap that we're not going to get really much more, because things now, they can be overproduced, overpolished. I'm not a fan of his tracks with like Ed Sheeran per se. Like, he moved away from this type of music a little bit, and I can still appreciate like the song River with Ed Sheeran. It actually tells like a really powerful story about, this really, really sad, melancholic story of a love triangle gone horribly wrong. And narratively, it's actually quite powerful, but sometimes the production side of it loses me a little bit. So anyways, yeah, that was cool. Still enjoyed it overall, definitely. If you have any recommendations for me, please make those down below. Love to see them from any artist. I like to think I'm fairly knowledgeable about hip-hop and rap, at least when it comes to the older school artists. The new stuff, they can lose me sometimes, but anyways, yeah, I'll leave it at that. We'll see you all soon, and yeah, take care out there. Let me rap for a couple minutes. Grin and bear it, gotta cherish, that I'm in it. Spinning round in a circle like a top. Gonna drop what I've got in my pocket. Got a rocket going to the sky. Stabbing you in the eye, you petrified. Really sorry, but I got a knife and you feel it slide right into your gut. Really sorry, this is not literal, but it's visceral. Here we go, I am not a criminal. Criminally underrated, it's subliminal. Running through, gunning you down with a revolver. I call it my problem solver. That is a Dr. Dre line. I spray lines down on the paper, see you later. This is a caper, suffice to say it's a heist. I'm so nice when I'm on the mic device, you get sliced twice. Here we go, that I'm gonna flow, I'm gonna blow like the challenger coming up right now. Yes, I damage you, never gonna stop, and you looking kinda famished like Marvin, you starving. Here we go, that you got wrapped up in a tarpon. I'm really sorry about that, buried you in the garden, but I got some veggies, I'm hedging my bets. Going to the top, that I'm never gonna stop, because I gotta drop everything that I've gotten in my heart. In the dark with a knife, and I light the spark, and I'm in the cave, and I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna run out. I slay you like a dragon. You ain't got a chance against me. Put you in the back of the wagon. Meat coming right back on the beat. Call it whiskey meat. Yeah, you know that you are defeated. You don't have a chance, and you meet it with so much violence. Really sorry, but I'm eyeing up something different this time. With a simple rhyme on this mic, it's so divine. Find something so sublime when you do this. Never going to stop, because I gotta spin around like a prop on a plane. I'm insane, and I jump through the rain, through the clouds, straight diving down to the ground, surviving, so alive and blowing up like a pipe bomb. That I might go on a song for a long time, because I'm kinda strong. till the streets know where to go. All I know is that I'm gonna flow as the crow flies. Free throw in the open skies. IMO, forego the turbo and go into overdrive. And overflowing, undergrowing, I'll grow the game show. Even though I'm the CEO. HBO, TV shows, oh, what makes little Joe sit at home and mope while recline and dine at dinner time. Recline his mother's food and call it slime.